नमस्ते, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटियाओ। माई सेल्फ डॉक्टर हिना मेवाड़ा, असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ प्रसूति एंड स्त्री रोग, ज्योति विद्यापीठ, वुमेन्स यूनिवर्सिटी, faculty of Ayurvedic science. In previous session, I was discussed about infertility, definition and its type. Now I am going to discuss about the causes of infertility. So what are the causes of female infertility? According to the International Federation of Gynecology and Obstetrics, the 25 to 35% of female infertility are due to the tubal and peritoneal factor, 30 to 40% are due to the ovulatory factor, 10% due to the uterine factor, and remaining 5% are due to the cervical factor. So what are the ovulatory factors? There is anovulation and oligoovulation. It is due to the disturbed HPO axis, means hypothalamo pituitary ovarian axis, either primarily or secondary from thyroid or adrenal dysfunction. Second one is decreased ovarian reserve. The ovarian reserve means quantity as well as quality of follicle present in the ovary. When ovarian reserve is decreased, the total number of oocyte is declined. So no further maturation of ovum occur and no ovulation occur. Third cause is luteal phase defect. In LPD, there is inadequate growth and function of the corpus luteum because of inadequate progesterone. So the lifespan of corpus luteum is less than 10 days, which is normally 14 days. The fourth cause is luteinized unruptured follicle. In luteinized unruptured follicle, the ovum is trapped inside the follicle which get luteinized. It is due to the pelvic endometriosis or hyperprolactinemia. The defective ovum pickup and impaired tubal motility and loss of cilia and partial and complete obstruction of the lumen can also cause infertility because of tubal and peritoneal factor. Uh, the pelvic infections causing peritubal adhesions and endosalpingeal damage, tubal endometriosis, polyp or mucus debris or tubal spasm, previous tubal surgeries or sterilization can cause partial or complete obstruction of the lumen. Now, what are the uterine factors? Uterine hypoplasia or atrophy, uterine leiomyomas. The uterine leiomyomas increase irritability in the uterus and decrease volume of the uterus with decreased vascularity of the endometrium, which causes infertility. Congenital malformations of the uterus, inadequate secretory endometrium, tubercular endometritis, submucous polyp, and intrauterine adhesions like Asherman syndrome. These all factors means uterine factors are responsible for defective nidations. Now, what is the cervical factors? The anatomical defect in cervix like pinhole os, congenital elongation of cervix, acute retroverted uterus, and second degree uterine prolapse and cervical polyp can cause infertility. These conditions prevents the external os to bath in the seminal pool. The physiological defects like chronic cervicitis and cervical erosion because of amputation, congestion, and deep cauterization of cervix, and immunological causes like presence of anti-sperm antibody, can also cause infertility. The narrow vaginal introitus, tough hymen, vaginal atresia, which is partial or complete, transverse vaginal septum, and septate vagina can also cause infertility because of dyspareunia. Vaginitis and purulent discharge may at time be implicated, but pregnancy too often occurs in presence of vaginitis, specific or non-specific. Now, coming to the male causes of infertility. Impaired production or formation of sperm, impaired delivery of sperm, congenital factors, and acquired factors can cause male infertility. Defective spermatogenesis are due to the impaired shape and movement of the sperm, low sperm concentration, testosterone deficiency, and varicocele of testes. In varicocele, there is an increased temperature of the testes, and because of increased temperature, uh, the sperm count is reduced, motility of sperm is also reduced, and the increasing in the number of deformed sperm. The second cause is impaired delivery of sperm. It is due to the sexual issues such as erectile dysfunction or painful intercourse, retrograde ejaculation, blockage of epididymis or ejaculatory duct, and cystic fibrosis. This picture shows retrograde ejaculation in the bladder. Now, congenital factors. There is anorchia. Anorchia means absence of both testes. It is a sex development disorder, and the male is usually XY chromosome. Congenital absence of vas difference, genetic abnormality like Klinefelter syndrome, in which XXY chromosome are present, and Y chromosome microdeletion. Now, the acquired factor is testis trauma, testicular torsion, exogenous factor like medication, cytotoxic drugs, antihypertensive drugs, anticonvulsant, antidepressant drug, irradiation, heat, etc. The systemic diseases like liver cirrhosis, surgeries that can damage vascularization of testes, post-inflammatory forms like orchitis and epididymitis, recurrent urogenital infections, and obstruction or sub-obstruction of proximal or distal urogenital tract. Now, what are the combined factors? The general factors are advanced age of the wife beyond 35 years is related, but spermatogenesis continues throughout life, although aging reduces the fertility in male also. Infrequent intercourse, lack of knowledge of coital technique and timing of coitus to utilize the fertile period are very much common even among the literate couple. Aperonia or dyspareunia may cause infertility. Aperonia means there is absence of sexual sexual activity, and dyspareunia means painful intercourse. Anxiety and apprehensions, use of lubricant during intercourse, which may be spermicidal, and immunological factor. So thank you so much. This session is powered by digital version 2.0. If you have any queries related to this topic, please write in comment box so I will resolve it. Thank you so much.